most accurate forecast.
How's it going there, Central New York, on this beautiful Monday? Nice way to start the new week and start the new month. Looking at some fair weather cumulus clouds dot the sky here over the hills south of Syracuse with our Poppy camera. Beautiful looking shot. Go from this view over to the numbers from May. That's right, May in the books. And we had a temperature, an average temperature of 56, or a little over 2 degrees below normal. Extremes for the month had 91 on the 18th. That was the warmest day a couple of Mondays ago. And then you can see the coldest was almost freezing on the 12th, so less than a week before that. Precipitation-wise, a little over 4 inches of rain, and that made us 2/3 of an inch above average. So a little wet, and the snow, nothing. The wettest day was the 24th, Memorial Day weekend. We had almost an inch that one day. Spring recap, now that meteorological spring is in the books. Figure I'd give you a little information on that. The average temperature was just under 49 degrees, or over 2.5 degrees above normal. So it was actually a warm spring despite the cool May we had. It was a very warm March and April, if you remember. Maybe you don't because of the cool May we had. And the warmest day of the spring, meteorological spring, that started March 1st through yesterday, was 91. Again, a couple of weeks ago. Coldest day was 7 on the second day of March. Precipitation-wise, almost 14.5 inches, quite a bit, and end up 4.5 inches above normal, or 5th wettest. So it was the 5th wettest spring and the 13th warmest spring. All right? You may be like, wow, I can't believe it was the 13th warmest. It was, again, because of March and April being so warm. Snowfall-wise, we were over a foot below average, and then the wettest day of the spring was almost 2 inches on the last day of March. Cumulus clouds are out there. They're plentiful, blending with the sun, especially the farther east you go. The clouds are growing a little taller, and that's where I think we have the best chance of seeing a spotty shower or two east of Syracuse as we go through the later afternoon and early evening hours. But most of us won't see that. And all in all, it's very nice and comfortable. Upper 60s, low 70s for highs. Later this afternoon, nice little breeze. Not as breezy as it's been the last few days, though, so that's nice. And I do anticipate 60s up near the Lake Ontario shoreline. As you go to your temperature map, you can see 60s here, 70s to our southwest. And we will see a warming trend over the coming days. So upper 60s, low 70s this afternoon. Tomorrow, low and mid 70s, a little warmer, near 80 Wednesday, and we think we're in the low 80s Thursday and Friday, maybe low and mid 80s Friday if we get enough sun. What about the humidity? Yes, it's going to turn more summery temperature-wise. Dew points are nice and low right now, giving us cool, refreshing nights and comfortably mild to warm days over the next several days, because look, dew points stay in the 40s for the most part through Wednesday. Definitely keep watering those flowers, folks. Dew points will come up a bit, though, by the end of the week into the weekend, but not crazy, just closer to the upper 50s to near 60. Radar is nice and quiet. High pressure moving on in. There's a little disturbance trough sweeping through New England. Again, maybe a spotty shower later this afternoon, but most of us will not see that. Temperatures within a couple of degrees of 70. Tonight, we cool into the 40s under a mainly clear sky. And then tomorrow, after a cool start, good deal of sunshine. High pressure remains in charge. Temperatures low in mid 70s. Great news for the Syracuse Mets, starting off another homestand against Scranton. Awesome Wednesday, Thursday, and even for the most part Friday. Could be a few showers coming in here over the weekend, especially on Sunday, Ryan.
Download the WSYR Plus app on your TV to stream News Channel 9 for free. Just go to your smart TV, search WSYR Plus in the App Store, and download to start streaming today.